Underhill. Jordan Goddard out there as well, as is Keelan Pelon. And nothing doing there. Lucas Ferreira trying to move that up. Whitlow steals it again. Good forechecking by the Snipers. Snaps the backhand across to Goddard. Goddard will reset. Whitlow swinging across Thunder. Hill, plenty of time in the shot clock. 1-on-1. Lets it go. That one wide of the mark. And it's picked up and moved up quickly by Robert Costello. But it's stolen from Hill. Hill! Bounce shot, and that got stuck in the pad. Good save by Richards on a great attempt there by Thunder Hill. Thunder Hill has been outstanding so far this season. 11 goals, 4 helpers in just 3 games. Back at it, Jonah Beam will slide it back. Curtis Ward, so he'll be called on to do a little more. Zips it down low, up top. That shot from Keene finds the mark. So first shot of the game for Brampton, and it's a good one as Liam Keene makes good and picks up his first of the game. That's a tough break when you're the Snipers. You open the game with a fury of action in the opposing team's end. You get 3 shots, all wide of the mark. Richards only had to make 1 save, and that's a tough break. Off the draw, Neil Adamson will pick that up. Good draw by Halls. They're going to try to jump him on the double team, and that's going to be a little too much on that cross check. Not enough to warrant a penalty, but Sutherland will slow things down now, and Ty Ingram will float out onto that right side. Keene as well. Ward, swing it down. They'll work it to James Whiteford. Whiteford on the run, and no one shoots that ball better on the run than James Whiteford. Keene, spin around, looking for some help. Gets bounced out, kicks it back out, and that's an interference call. And Sutherland, and good sportsmanship there, as those two obviously know each other. Jacobs, slide that down. Chayton King. King, he'll survey, kick that across. Briley Maxwell lets that go. So that one on net. And another easy save for Richards, and he'll look to move it up, and he does with Joey Szabo. Of course, Szabo, a late pickup for this Brampton team, and a good one as an excellent transition player. Has got great speed, excellent hands, and almost turned it over, but Ward bailed him out, sent that down to Frere. That was a broken play from the start. And now here come the Snipers looking to bring it up over the timeline. Jacob Killen doing his thing, and now they'll set it up with Goddard. Goddard kicks it out. Travis Stotts there. He'll swing it around. Hill. Hill gets a step. Hill dumps it inside, was looking for Maxwell. Probably should have taken that shot. Instead, good job by Gage Board. Moves it up to Penestrat. Can't speak highly enough of Penestrat's game. He does a little everything for this Express team. Whiteford, 1-on-1 on the left side. Gets a screen. Hesitation, goes to the far corner. So James Whiteford, taking what the defense gives him, picks up his 15th of the season on a good low bounce shot to beat Dusty Hill. It's 2-0 now, defending champs. So once again, these two teams will meet on Sunday. Tomorrow, it will be Paris taking on Peterborough. That'll be at Children's Arena, 1 o'clock start. And then Oshawa will be at Toronto, a 2 p.m. start at the track. Off the draw. It's flipped out. And Amos Whitcomb. Hey, Bradenburg didn't like that. Whitlow, beauty underhand, but good save by Richards. Hall's going to try to leg it up over the timeline. Eludes a couple of defenders and does just that. Another good fake. Halls swings that over, looking for Estrad. He will take it back out, reset the offense now, and swing it to the left side in Lucas Ferreira. On the run, the bounce working for the Express as they beat Dusty Hill in the same spot for the 3rd time. So another example of This Brampton offense just taking what the defense gives them. If you sag back, they'll take that shot. If you bite on the fake, they'll move in for a better angle and find the mark like we saw there. Off the draw, Jacobs avoids the stick check from Halls. He'll curl around, and Goddard. And if you're the Snipers, you got to up your percentage on where you're getting your shots from. Mitch Zulian dumps that off. Chance here. Hill, that one knocked down. Good defense by Clark. Hill changes direction. Stotts all tied up, and that'll go in the crease. And now it'll be Clark that moves it up. It's got Board with him. Dumps it in. Board can't connect clean, and ball loose. Instead scooped up, and in some trouble was Steinbach Parker, and he was able to get it to Fear, and they're able to set up the offense now. Whitcomb looking for an opening. Maxwell kick back out, 10 on the shot clock. Whitcomb. Pilon lets it go. So Pilon gets his team on the board. That was probably the best well-executed offensive set by the Snipers here in this game, and they're on the board now trailing 3-1. Keelan Pilon has made the most of his first season in the Arena Lacrosse League. That's his 14th goal of the season, and he has been a factor. I see Brampton captain Gage Board heading to the locker room. We'll keep an update on that, but he is leaving on his own power, so that's a good thing. Whiteford will swing it down. Matthews kick it back out, work the right side. Sutherland runs into a wall. Matthews skip. Quick shot there by Estrat. Good save by Hill. Loose and Searle in there. Matthews no-look pass, but wasn't able to connect cleanly on the other side with Estrat. Now Mitch Zulian gets a good screen, but too much on that from Eric Poirier. Would have worked in the NFL, but this is the ALL, so it definitely does not, as we're under 8.5 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Estrat kicks it out. Keene coming in late. Keene tried to go bounce the other side, and that'll go up on the mesh and belong to the Snipers. Whitlow. Wide open Goddard on the doorstep. And when you're in that tight, doesn't matter if you're on your stick side or not. So a big goal from good Goddard makes it 3-2. He's got 16 this season. He's been a mainstay for these Snipers. And again, when we talk about the standings and these two teams where they sit, Whitby in first place, but that's really just mathematical. They're sitting at 9-3. Brampton 9-2. The Toronto Monarchs are 6-6, along with Peterborough and Ohsweken. So the Snipers 4-7, the Outlaws 4-8, and Paris 3-9. So only this week and one more week left in the regular season. Clark off the draw, scoops it up. Good defense by the Snipers as they are all set. Halls will kick it over, working a Coffee. Carter Coffee, also another good addition to the Arena Lacrosse League. He's been fantastic in his role here this year. Ward looking for a step. Gillian bounces him out off the boards. 5 in the shot clock. Ferreira tried to kick it out, but Snipers will leave that. Shot clock violation, and that will take us to our first officials timeout. Back after our officials timeout. That's when working alongside my outstanding cameraman / play-by-play and Steven Stamp as Thunder Hill with Joey Zabo all over him. Good matchup there. Hill is as crafty as it gets. Goddard, shovel back. Whitlow thought he was going to step into that, ducked in. Good defense as they extended with Adamson. Whitlow, flip, Goddard, ducked back with 8 on the shot clock. Goddard through a crowd, almost rolled in and tucked in off the carpet, but Maxwell had a toe in the crease, so no goal. Adamson had that one picked off by Thunderhill. Hill has a man with him. Steinbach Parker kicks it back out. Chayton King, and just too much passing in tight quarters. And McDonald now one quick pass ahead, Sutherland. Sutherland will pull it back out, wait for the rest of the offense to filter out there. Keane and Ingram out late. Now it's Whiteford again on the ISO on that left. Kick out. Sutherland, duck in, gets a screen. Whiteford. Good defense by the Snipers. Ingram tried to make a move with 4 on the shot clock. All tied up. Good defense there by the Snipers. They earn that, and they will now have possession with just under 6 minutes to go. So a 3-2 game. Brampton shot out to 3 quick ones. The Snipers have answered back with 2. And now isolated Whitcomb looking in. We'll have our first penalty on a good save by Richards. And it looks like the Snipers will get the game's first power play. Come in working at a 54% efficiency rate, so definitely room for improvement. Brampton's has the top power play unit in the league. So Pilon, Thunderhill, Bradley Maxwell, Jordan Goddard, and Wes Whitlow, the 5 on this power play unit, which is their offensive set usually anyway. Interchange, Goddard, skip, Maxwell plays it off to Karam, Thunder. So the penalty was for holding the stick, and it was on Walsh. No reset 4, no look pass, beauty! What a feed from Whitlow on the money. And a big goal there for Pilon. We're tied at 3. So Keelan Pilon with his second of the game and first power play marker for the Snipers. And big because when you're playing a team like Brampton, you got to take advantage of every opportunity that you get. And when I spoke with the Brampton coaching staff prior to the game, they really were focused on keeping the train rolling. And no pun intended, as Jeremy Searle tried to go far side. That was their big thing. But I asked Coach Dowling, what are they planning for here in a home-and-home series? And he basically told me, well, he's not planning anything past tonight. So that's their focus. Keep doing what they're doing. If you are the Snipers, and I talked to Vince Longboat, he talked about trying to attack the middle of the Brampton defense. Also talked about limiting their transition. This is their home carpet. They know it well. As Chayton King trying to get it back out to Whitcomb. Instead, Whitlow will settle it down. King. Swing pass to Maxwell. Maxwell gets a step. Out. Thunder. Turns, lets it go, wide of the mark. King will keep it there with 3 on the shot clock. That one right on. Good save, Richards. Ball loose, he'll bring that back. And, of course, the third thing for the Snipers, which they've done a very good job of in the last couple weeks, is staying disciplined and out of the penalty box. Coffey will find Zabo. They'll settle in here as we inch toward the 4-minute mark. Quarter number 1 tied at 3. Sutherland, Whiteford out late. Whiteford through a crowd. Beebe right off the shoulder pad of Hill. Picked up. Here come the Snipers in transition. No numbers, though. Good transition defense by the Express. They are one of the top teams defensively as well. And now Thunderhill. Hill ducks through, lets it go. Richards again. Good arm save. And he'll outlet that, float it out, and they'll move it up in a hurry with McDonald. McDonald, one pass. Estrat will wait. It's the thing about Brampton, a very experienced, patient team. Ward tried to feed that back to Searle. Good job by Dougie Powless in the middle of everything as usual. And doing enough disrupting as Travis Stott's in there as well to force a shot clock violation. Snipers will move it up over the timeline and get things set up. And they'll work it to Whitlow. Whitlow, good hesitation move. Jonah Beam on him. They'll work it down to Thunder Hill. Skip out, bad pass. Goddard will be able to recover and does with 7 on the shot clock. Got to go to work. Hill ducks in. Hill on the run. That shot wide of the mark. That's going to go over and back. That'll be a violation, and possession will belong to Brampton deep in the offensive end. Sunderland will inbounds, and they'll swing it out. Ward at the top. He'll work it now, and it's Ferreira. Ferreira, good duck-in move. Ferreira through a crowd. Good save, Dusty Hill. Jacobs in there. Good battle. Ward as well. Sunderland fishes it out, and he'll get a fresh 20. But Jacobs works him over and tries to get by Keene. Keene, good hands, hangs on to it. Whiteford on the run. Whiteford. Bodies flying everywhere as Jacobs not liking the way he was treated. Sutherland didn't like the way he was treated. No one's liking the way they're treated. And I think a good piece of officiating by Roger Nurse as he's going to send them both to the penalty box where they both need a little bit of a breather. So we will have coincidental roughing minors would be my guess with just under 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter, and that is the sign from Mr. Nurse. So 4-on-4, and in this historical barn called Memorial Arena, that's probably puts it at regulation size then. So that's where we're going with now. Whitcomb looking for a screen, finds Hill. Maxwell, Coffee on him. Estrat jumps out, kick out Thunder Hill. Changes the angle, goes to the overhand. Good save by Richards. Maxwell boxing out Estrat. Flips that one down. That'll go deep and picked up by Dusty Hill. And they'll work it now. Hill looking for the dump off. Good crafty move to get the ball off Estrat. 5 on the shot clock. That one right on. Richards now zipping it, looking for Estrat, but that's going to go the length of the carpet, and now the Snipers will look to move it up. Pilon into the final minute here, first quarter. Trying to thread the needle was Pilon, but there's too many sticks there. Coffee now. Great job to get it over the timeline. Matthews. He'll hold it out. Whitlow keeping an eye on him. Matthews inching closer. Kick out Coffee. Coffee shugs off one. Lets it go just wide. Hill does a good job to grab it. 25 seconds left. That's aired out. Coffee with the interception. And almost has it taken away as he gets bumped off. And it's Goddard. Goddard with the steal. Goddard tried to slide it 5-hole. Richard closed them up. 15 seconds left on the game clock. Ward. 10. Got to go to work. 5. Ward trying to get a step on Palace. Stops. Kick out. Shot right on Dusty Hill. The buzzer goes. 15 minutes in the books. We're tied at 3 here at Brampton Memorial. All set to go for second quarter action as these two teams have battled to a 3-3 tie in the first 15 minutes. Coincidental minors, just 2 seconds left in the roughing penalties. So teams will go back to full strength, and they are now. Off the draw, fished out. Good job by Stone Jacobs. And with a good footy action there, gets it to Stotts, and Jerry Stotts will move it up. Bradenburg. So as the team switch ends now, the offensive end belongs to the Snipers here. Hill overhand beauty in the corner. Boy, that young fella sized that one up, and you saw his first 3 shots all underhands, different locations. The last shot was an overhand, stopped by Richards. This one through a crowd just below that right pad for a 4-3 Snipers lead. 12th of the season for the Thunder. As again, a late pickup, a good one for these Snipers. Fear and Hall's just doing the dance here as Fear does a good job to get that one. And now Stotts. Pilon will work it down. Thunderhill again will survey. Ducks in again. Good job. Fakes the underhand. Kicks it out. Jacobs gets a screen. Lets that one go. Stone Jacobs. Far corner. 2 quick goals for the Snipers. 5-3. 5th goal of the season for Jacobs. And these Snipers right now, and this has been one of the issues, great start, great first half, but the 3rd and 4th tend to be a bit of a struggle. So as of right now, they are playing like a team that needs a win to get into playoffs, and that's what you should be playing like. Around we go. So as you can see, it's just a battle of position. Squirts back out. Fear, but instead Matthews runs under it. Chased by Jacobs. Splits 2. Colin Matthews. Great fake. What a save, Dusty Hill. Oh, my. That's a big save right there. Give Matthews credit. He was trying to take advantage of the situation. And you can see blazing speed. And possession belongs to Brampton now in Whiteford. One thing I have noticed in a lot of these Brampton games, as soon as they get down, it's like they get angry and they start to play better. That one caroms off, and Bradenburg's going to leg that up over the timeline. Whitlow. Swing to the left. Maxwell. Working to Whitlow, isolated on that right side. Hill out late. That one blocked. Whitlow, great scoop. 7 on the shot clock. Whitlow dumps it in. Crease dive, and just if Thunderhill had, say, maybe 2-3 more inches, that might have worked, but came up just a bit short. Estrad. Sutherland. Ward had the middle. Dumps it in. Whiteford had it and didn't realize he had more time than he really did. In there battling, still loose in the corner, and possession will belong to the Snipers. And Hill, with a rare miscue, as he's usually pinpoint on his outlet throws, comes up a bit short, tips the mesh, now Brampton. Ferreira will swing it over Whiteford. Whiteford bounces off one Sutherland. Sutherland gets a step. Tried to go up top. That's over the net. Avery Steinbuck Parker chasing Whiteford down. Whiteford a good check, but Killen still has it. Dumps it down low. Cross. Thunderhill wasn't able to connect. Good job by Keelan Pilon to try to roll that. Another crease dive. Snuck underneath. So how about Thunderhill? You talk about making adjustments. That's what that kid does. Picks up another one here at 6-3. I tell you, Thunderhill continues to impress me. It'd be hard to top his brother Vern, one of my all-time faves, but Thunderhill, boy, when it's not working, he's not afraid to make a little tweak here and there, try something different, and You saw him come up short on the previous crease dive. This time he got enough leverage and was able to stick that low between the pads of Richards. Matthews. Kick out Ingram. Swing across, and it's Ward. So Ward's been quiet so far in this early part. Ward, twister, that's wide. Ingram with 10 on the shot clock. Right on, sticks to Dusty. His outlet pass, that's what we're used to seeing, on the money to Vredenberg. Just under 11 minutes to go here, first half. Maxwell. Underhill, one-on-one. Gets a duck in. Lets that one go. Good save by Richards. Duncan Carte with the extra E. Scoops that up. On the move. Has a man with him. And Cristello. Wrong stick side, so extra E will pass that one off and work it over. Keene will set it up. Sutherland tripped up. Loses it. On the run now. Here goes Riley Hess. Hess trying to duck in. Trying to keep possession as Keene ran over. Surprised there wasn't a call there, as that is odd. I thought that there was contact, but officials letting them play. Brampton now, and that's going to be the legal cross-check, and that's going to go to Killen. So Killian's going. And good to see Keene up in his own power. So I think that's going to be an illegal cross-checking call. And it is, and Killian will spend 2 minutes or less in the box with just under 10 minutes to go. Brampton comes in, top-rated power play in the league. They're averaging 3 power play goals a game. So you've got Searle at the top, Ward working with Whiteford on the left, Sutherland and Ingram on the right. That skip pass goes off Vredenberg's hand. Didn't plan that. Good job to track it down, but just 10 on the shot clock. Whiteford lets it go right on. Hill smothers that loose ball, and he'll give way to Jacobs. Quick pass up ahead over the timeline to Ben Wittich. Whitlow getting ahead of steam. Under a minute and a half. Underhand pass, working to Thunderhill. They'll kick it out with 10 on the shot clock. Just looking to burn some time here. Pilon. Ducks in, ducks out, changes course. Trying to split two, and he'll work the shot clock right down. And a good job there by Keelan Pilon to kill some time. A minute left now in the Brampton power play. They'll set things up with the usual suspects. Searle gets some room, lets that one go. That'll be tough to keep in. Good hand, Sutherland. Whiteford. Looking down low, crease dive. Ward wide of the mark. Rebound picked up Mitch Zulian. Zulian heads ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs pulls his way in. And that one stopped, as I think they called crease on the play anyway. So a good effort by Stone Jacobs. And now Matthews the other way, 25 seconds left. Going to be a delayed penalty. It's going to be another one to the Snipers. I'd imagine that may be a too many on the floor call, but we will. No, we got a slashing call, and it's going to go to Travis Stotts. And those are the penalties that the Snipers need to eliminate from their game. So for 13 seconds, it'll be 5-on-3. And the defending champs certainly more than capable of putting 2 up on the board here. Well, they have the man advantage. Halls will play safety. Ward shot right on. It's picked up, and it's Jacobs. Jacobs ducks by 2, and that's a pretty hard windup from Whiteford as first penalty's over. So it's 5-on-4 now. And Vredenberg was headed off, and the ball went into the Snipers bench and then came right back out. So That'll get picked up. They'll stop play for a second, reset. So minute 33 in the Brampton power play. 0 for 1. But a chance here to put something up on the board, trailing 6-3. Sutherland has some room. Off balance, but rebound! Beauty pick in the corner by Curtis Ward. And Ward may have tweaked an ankle on that shot. It was on the wrong stick side. And he found the corner, but I know he had to change his body positioning and may have done something to it on the plant. So he'll get looked at. Power play goal for the Express. Ward's 24th. And it's 6-4. Snipers get it. Good. Almost sprung Matthews. He almost had an open path now, and it's Stotts. Airs that one out in. Bad pass there, and Whitcomb trying to save the day. Zulian does. Zulian. Bit indecisive. Quick shot. Rebound. Still loose. Whitlow almost fished it out. Good job by Halls. 7 minutes to go first half. Halls leading the rush. Kick it back out. Matthews. He will play the short hop. Set things up now. Estrad ducks in. Gets a screen with Sutherland. Sutherland in tight. Great save, Dusty Hill. Spread the eagle wings, and Hill with a great save. Palace moves it up in a hurry, and it's Avery Steinbach Parker. ASP kicking it over, working to Thunderhill. Hill flip back to Maxwell. Goddard. Shovel. Chayton King's bouncer, too much on it. And with that said, that will take us to our officials' timeout. Set to go again here as Goddard will inbound. Snipers with possession, so they've killed off one penalty, but the best power play scoring team in the league and the Express have capitalized once. Goddard underhand off a beauty screen by Wes Whitlow. Jordan Goddard with his second of the game. He's got 17 this season, and it's 7-4 Snipers. Just over 6 minutes left, and the Snipers last week against Oshawa had the Outlaws on the ropes, led most of the game, and then it wasn't until the fourth where things kind of, a few miscues, a couple of mental errors down the stretch, and the game was pushed to overtime, and the Outlaws would win that one in overtime to keep their playoff hopes alive. Off the draw, Halls battling, but Vredenberg ducks through two. Vredenberg has Zulian. Zulian tried to go far side. Rebound, great save. Zach Richards standing tall there. Clark bounces off one check, puts on the brakes, and he'll kick it back out Estrad. Sutherland will get away from those boards, good idea, and look for Estrad on the roll. Estrad's shot went off a defender. Ingram bails him out. 8 on the shot clock. Ferreira ducks in. Good save, Dusty Hill. Zulian with the pickup. See if they can run. Snipers looking to get in transition. Nothing doing. Good defense by the Express. And they'll move it along to the far side. Whitcomb. Working a give and go, and it slithers through. It's the king, Chayton, who extends the lead to 8-4. First of the game for Chayton King. He's got 21 this season. And right now, the Express, their largest deficit of the season, and I say that, and it's 8-4. Remember, only 2 losses suffered by this Brampton team. An early week 2 loss to the Oshawa Outlaws. And then they lost a tight one, 8-6 to the Whitby Steelhawks, who are the hottest team in the league now, winners of 8 straight. Under 4.5 to go. Poirier, double team, pinned up on the boards, and that's going to go the other way as Matthews now. Matthews. Tell you, one-on-one, there isn't too many guys in the league that could stay with Colin Matthews, and got some good speed all around as Whiteford gets a step, back out, bouncer out to Sutherland. 10 on the shot clock. Sutherland, that one knocked down. Good defense there, as you can see, and there are a whole lot of trees falling, and I think they're going to give Sutherland the call, but I think that Poirier probably deserved one too, based on this vantage point. But they always catch the retaliator, and Zach Sutherland will head to the penalty box, give the Snipers their second power play opportunity of the game. They're 1 for 1. So each team now will be even after this with power play opportunities. So Pilon will play the top. Thunderhill and Maxwell on the left, Goddard and Whitlow on the right. Goddard gives everyone a touch. They'll swing it back out now, and it's Thunderhill. Looking down low, couldn't get it clean, was Pilon. That shot from Goddard, easy save by Richards. Richards now looking for some assistance, going to have to air it out, and he does. But a good job right to Jonah Beam. Beam will work it and get it back from McDonald, as he'll hold his ground there. Thomas McDonald getting worked over by Killian. 7 on the shot clock. Whitlow comes barreling in. Good job by McDonald as he'll roll that in. Burns some valuable seconds, and 1:05 now left in the Snipers' power play. Everyone will get a touch here on the interchange. Thunderhill tried a quick stick finish on that far side, zips it across, in tight to Maxwell. So Richards, another good save, reset to 20. Whitlow. Pilon looking behind the net, intercepted though. Good play, and that was Coffey, as Pilon going to try to run this ball down, and does. Good job to get it to Vredenberg. Vredenberg now move it up. 20 seconds left in the power play. Whitlow. Goddard. Whitlow has an opening. Whitlow. Goddard. This is where I'd like to see Wes Whitlow take matters into his own hands. Quick stick. Maxwell stopped. Chance to run. Coffey has it. Dying seconds of the penalty. Coffey sees the mismatch. Wrong stick side and rings it off the iron. So good job recognizing he had the size advantage on Thunderhill. And it'll be a fresh clock now for the Express. Searle puts on the brakes, snaps it across, looking for Ingram. Ingram can't get it clean. Hess battling in there for it. Sutherland comes away with it, tries to flip it back to Estrad, 10 on the shot clock. Stotts, though, in the middle, gets taken down. Chance now, moved up. Jacobs wide of the net, crease the call. And that's going to ricochet all the way back. Possession will belong to Brampton. So a golden opportunity for Stone Jacobs. Nothing doing there. Still an 8-4 game. Ferreira snaps it to Keene. Keene, good duck-in move. Swings it across. Ferreira gets met with a good cross-check by Vredenberg. Kick out Ingram. Ingram marked well by Killian. 10 on the shot clock. That bouncer up and over Hill. And Vredenberg now will turn it into the final minute. No numbers for the Snipers this time. Chayton King. Boy, I see a whole lot going on here, but it's about to flow. So Whitlow, backhand pass looking for Thunderhill. That'll ricochet to Cristello. He'll duck in past one defender. Moves it up. 30 seconds left. McDonald will dump it off, gives it to Ward. Ward, one-on-one. Wittich on him. Sutherland. Jerry Stotts will meet him quickly. Snapped. 8 on the shot clock. 15 on the game clock. That one wide. And it is a reset. In tight! Off the post. Rebound Whiteford. And with 8.5 seconds left, the Brampton Express will take a timeout. Back here at Memorial Arena in Brampton, Ontario, as we get set for the third quarter in a 4-goal game with the Snipers leading the defending champion Brampton Express. Off the draw again, and this battle has been waging on throughout this first 2 quarters with Fear and Halls. And I'd say it's about even right now as that one flips up, and good job by Vredenberg to run under it. And the Snipers now will get the first possession here of the third. And Zulian, that pass aired out too high by Jacobs, and that'll give Estrad a chance to work it up over the timeline. But he, again, a tough pass, so the defense is really extending themselves, and 2 early turnovers have given it right back now to the Snipers. Thunderhill teetering on that line, McDonald on him, and a definite size advantage. But Hill, I tell you, crafty he is, has got the shot off Goddard. Scooped it up, and they'll reset it back to the top with a fresh 20. Maxwell. Whitcomb gets a step. Shovels back. Chayton King shot. Finds the 5-hole. 88 in the building for the second time. He's got 22 on the season, and it's a 9-4 lead for the Snipers. So just a good piece of work there, and I tell you that starts when you think that it's such a mismatch with Thunderhill, and he's able to come away, get a shot off, reset that clock. Goddard scoops that up, come around, kick back out, and they work for an even higher percentage shot and find the back of the net. Halls this time will shoot it up high. Mitch Zulian tried to run under it. Ball loose. Clark in there as well. Vredenberg battling for it. Halls in. Jacobs comes flying in, and too much shoulder going on as in the meantime, between time, Clark goes to the bounce shot. That one lifts up. Jacobs going to get it on the offensive side. He's got Zulian and Whitlow with him, but all 5 defenders back in place for the Express. Both teams 1 for 2 on the power play in the first half. Whitlow right on. And Whitlow's been very quiet in this game, as that'll be an interference call. Possession will belong to Joey Zabo and the Express. Estrat over the timeline, and that'll give Brampton a chance now to set up the offense for the first time this half. Sutherland! Good shot, steered aside by Dusty Hill. Rebound picked up Whiteford. Whiteford looking to duck in. That shot from Ingram right on. Hill again, another good save. Vredenberg overran that as Ward had to push it, dropped his stick, and possession will belong to Six Nations. Stotts, quick pass up ahead. ASP moves it over. Whitcomb, kick across. Pilon into Maxwell. Maxwell will let it go. Get it back. Maxwell, kick out. Chayton King, that was his spot. Oh boy, you could see he was ready to let that one loose. McDonald flying ahead. He'll curl back out. ASP all over him. Halls will settle it down. And they'll set it up now. Ferreira. Thought about it, waits. Ingram now flying out, kicks it across. Sutherland, he'll let it go right on. Good save, Dusty Hill. Scooped up. Here come the Snipers. Jacobs, bounce, and slow roller. Hall's easy interception. and a quick pass ahead into the offensive end. Transition opportunities limited in the smaller rink. Searle posting up in that dotted half circle, but he gets surrounded. Now Palace has Whitlow, but Matthews on him. Thunder. Pilon will kick it over. Whitlow. Skip. Underhand right on. Stopped by Richards. Rebound picked up Coffey. Coffey, he'll move it up in a pass to Matthews. Matthews. Zulian on him. Two of the fastest guys in the league. Kick back out. Sutherland. Chased by Poirier. Bounced by Killian. Picked up with 10 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Snipers. They've extended it well outside the dotted half circle. Ferreira shot right on. Dusty Hill will smother that. Quick outlet pass. Here come the Snipers. Killian will flip and retreat. Pilon to work on that half board's left side. Maxwell. Swing around. Chayton King on the curl. Looking to duck in. Pilon had it knocked out of his stick. Good play by Adamson. Adamson now may have a 2-on-1 break. Good defense by the Snipers, though. And it's Sutherland in late. Sutherland walks in and picks the corner. So great patience by Zach Sutherland as he didn't let the first opportunity go. Moved in a half step, faked that a half step more to pick up his 22nd goal of the season, first here tonight. (9-5), Snipers lead. Just over 10 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Off the draw this time, Fair. And too much with it will give possession to Brampton. And they'll quickly get over the line with Szabo. Sutherland. Sutherland, this time, Fear on him tighter. Whiteford ducks in, looking for the shovel. Fakes it, fakes the underhand, ducks back out. Goes behind in at Estrat. Estrat, looking for something. 5 in the shot clock. Estrat goes for the dunk. Can't get it. That's going to go up, and that's going to be a shot clock violation, and possession will belong to the Snipers. Whitlow. Cristello on him. Whitlow. Adjust the mat. Whitlow slips through. Tried the backhand try, and a double team there on Cristelli costs it right back up. Snipers with a fresh clock now, and Goddard. Whitcomb gets a step. Out. Maxwell lets it go off the crossbar. Ball loose, knocked back. Coffey on the move. 2-on-2. Searle jumping in the rush. Dump down low. Tough pass to Matthews. Scooped up. Searle. Great save, Dusty Hill. Too many on the floor is going to be the call, and it's going to go against the Snipers. So the Express will get the first power play opportunity of this second half. It's their third of the game, 1 for 2. Trailing by 4. Searle. Money in the bank from the top. So wasting no time to add to their power play total. Second power play goal of the game. And Jeremy Searle with his 14th goal of the season. So 9-6, Snipers lead. It's under 9 minutes to go here in this third quarter, so a million miles to go in this lacrosse game. A whole lot has happened and can still happen. Hall's trying to get some leverage. He does, squirts out, and instead Jacobs comes away with it. He'll reverse his direction and get ahead of steam going. Stone Jacobs, he'll curl out. Wrong stick side, so he'll bounce that, get to where he should. Thunder Hill. Chayton King behind the net. In tight, Stotts! Jerry Stotts! Just when you blinked and thought he wasn't even going to jump in the rush, he plays a little low, and it pays dividends. Big goal for the Snipers. He did that last week and the week before, so hats off to Jerry Stotts, who has picked his play up when needed. It's a 10-6 lead. Again, I think each of these faceoffs is almost 30 seconds. Off the clock, Zabo battling with Stotts. Good battle there. There's more than a handful, a lot of clutching and grabbing going on, and down goes Hall, so possession will belong to Brampton. Sutherland. So remember, Brampton missing one of their snipers in Jake McNabb, not here today. Should have him in the lineup on Sunday when they are at the ILA in the Six Nations of the Grand River. Give and go. Estrat tried to go downstairs. Dusty Hill right there, and we're going to have a holding the stick call, and it's going to go against the Snipers. So Six Nations doing everything in their power to try to let Brampton mount a bit of a comeback, and Travis Stotts the guilty party, and he should be frustrated with himself because he certainly knows better. And with 7.5 to go, that'll take us to our officials' timeout. Ready to go here after our officials' timeout. Searle to work on a power play. The top, Sutherland kicks it over. Trying to go up top was Ward, but again, Dusty Hill spread the wings, made the save. Fresh 20 here, and Searle will work it. Ward out to Whiteford. Whiteford fakes that, moves it. Ward now has an opening. Ward feathered it off the crossbar, off Dusty Hill's back, and in the net. Another power play goal for the Express, their third of the game, and that's what they average. Second of the game for Ward. He's now got a grand total of 29 this season, his highest total in the Arenalacrosseleague, and it's a 10-7 game. So there's a prime example where it's important to stay out of the penalty box and play 5-on-5. This time Matthews up against Fair, and Fair does a good job to tap it back. And possession now to the Snipers, although Matthews hounding Stone Jacobs takes him down, and that's going to be an 8-second call. So good defense there as Matthews played the leverage, and now Brampton looking to build on that last goal, trailing by 3. Estrat. Searle out late, and they'll work it across now to Ward. Skip, Sutherland. Ferreira ducks in, looking for a man. Stotts, good defense, closed that off. Sutherland goes to the underhand. Dusty Hill, big save. Jacobs now, quick pass up ahead, and Bradenburg over the timeline as Thunder Hill will take over on the left side. King, one-on-one, Whitlow. Rock and roll, Whitlow fakes that. Whitlow gets a step. Whitlow one hand, tried to backhand. Hill will pick him up with 7 on the shot clock. Hill ducks in. Hill took something off. Good save there as Zabo had it stripped on a good check by Thunder Hill. And now Whitlow, one-on-one with Jonah Beam, and Beam's more than a handful, I'll tell you that. Whitlow had Goddard, but Goddard was only open for a split second on the roll. Hill, kick out. Maxwell, slide it. Underhand, good save, Richards. Whitcomb got a good shot off, ball loose now. Goddard, and that one flips up off of the Snipers. Possession now to Brampton. So Tough defensive hold. The Express dodge a couple of bullets. And now Killian puts the brakes and stops Cristello. Gives him a little extra on the way out. They'll swing it across Sutherland. Ferreira trying to blow by Paulus, and good save by Dusty Hill. And Jacobs now gets the feet moving. He'll find an open spot. And they'll set things up. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Whitcomb swings it across Goddard. In tight, Whitcomb goes over the shoulder of Richards. Big goal for the Snipers, 11-7. Beauty feed as Amos Whitcomb. Wrong stick side. I didn't think he had a whole lot to shoot at, but a great job to reach over and tuck it in the far corner. That may not seem like a big goal, but you can bet it is, as the Express had scored, closed the gap to 3. If they get the next one, then the pressure's really on the Snipers, so a good job to answer back. Off the draw, Matthews comes away with that one. So they change it up with Matthews in the circle, and he drops one and wins one. He'll kick it out. Coffey will swing it. He'll retreat. Now Estrat. Taking a while to get the offense out there. Whiteford with 10 on the shot clock to Ward. Ward shot deflected by Vredenberg, and it'll bounce around, and possession belongs to the Snipers. Thunderhill will go back to retrieve it and get some help as Pilon will move it up. Cart with the extra E on him. Pilon gets a step, wrapped up, and good job by Carte not to get a penalty. Whitlow, swim move, and it's a good one, and that's going to be a high stick, so Carte exposed there as Goddard. Skip pass, quick stick, and right on. So Carte will head to the penalty box. Snipers will get a chance on their third power play opportunity of this game. They are 1 for 2. Leading this one 11-7 with just over 3.5 to play here in the third. Just so you know, Paris Peterborough tomorrow, Oshawa Toronto, then on Sunday, Whitby against Ohsweken, and a rematch of this home-and-home series. Brampton will travel to the ILA for another matchup with the Snipers. That quick pass across, nothing doing. Pilon works it. Whitlow with the no-look for Thunder. Thunder chased by Halls. Kicks it back out. Maxwell swings it. Pilon, he'll let it go right off the logo. Knocked out. Goddard fished. Maxwell backhand robbed. Great save by Richards. And Hall's relentless battle comes away with it. What a couple of great saves by Zach Richards, keeping his team in it. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. They'll look to burn some clock here, will the Express? 10 on the shot clock. They'll try to get it to under a minute. Adamson, he'll draw the double team and chuck it in the corner, and that will belong now to Jerry Stotts and the Snipers. They'll move it up with just under a minute to go in a man advantage. So an opportunity here if the Snipers can at least get a good high-quality shot. Chayton King, that's a good quality shot for him. Stepping in, Maxwell, and he ricochets that one off Goddard behind the net. So Goddard won't get credit for the save, just the ouch, and now Adamson over the timeline. Final 30 seconds here to burn. Estrat, teetering in danger territory, gets pinned up on the boards. Estrat, worked over by Maxwell, still has it. It slides loose, and Snipers will pick it up. 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Thunderhill might wait. Maxwell, Whitlow. And they will. Penalty expired now, and teams back to 5 aside. Whitlow, no look. Maxwell looking for Whitlow. Whitlow gets it again. Whitlow changes direction, try to reverse dunk, and came up empty. And now Beam gets it to Matthews. He'll move it down. Ward looking in tight. Beauty goal. James Whiteford. Whiteford with a great backdoor cut. Took the feed and buried his second of the game. And it's 11-8. Snipers still leading. Tell you, the way these goaltenders, it was a bit of a roller coaster ride early on. Neither netminder looked all that impressive, but they have certainly gotten better as this game's on, and now they have really been the difference. Radenberg will flip it back, and they'll move it over with one pass to Chayton King. King. Hill gets a screen from Zulian. Zulian on the pop out, kicks it Chayton King. Looking in, goes off of Zulian's helmet, ill-advised. Goddard. Chayton King shot. Good pad save. Rebound Zulian. Fresh 20. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Goddard trying to turn the corner. Bodies flying. Hill too much under on the underhand. And that's going to go up into the bench. Possession to Brampton with 35 seconds to go in this quarter. Clark's going to pick it up. Sutherland. Sutherland will send it over. Ward. They'll keep it on the right side. 20 seconds on the game clock. Searle puts on the brakes. Chased by Fear. Behind the net. Ward fakes one side. Goes to the other. Wide of the mark. Ferreira picks it up and puts a bounce on the ounce. It's an 11-9 game. Great work as Ferreira has been quiet in this one. Did a good job to jump on that loose ball. Picks up his second of the game. And by my counter, I've got an 11-9 score here. 11 seconds left in the third. Piece of officiating as the coaching staff from the Snipers inquiring. And the officials doing a good job on some clarification. Now, of course, I'm not privy to the entire discussion. So just an injury update. Gage Board left the game with a lower body injury. Mike McLaughlin for the Snipers left with an upper body injury. So we'll hope those two guys will be okay. It didn't appear to be serious in that they couldn't get off on their own power, so we'll do that. So time ticking down. 5. Brampton grabs it. Quick shot attempt here as the buzzer goes. And we are through 3 quarters at Memorial Arena. 11-9 Snipers. Right to the end. Fasten your seatbelts as we get set for fourth quarter. 2-goal lead for the Snipers, trying to battle their way into one of the top 6 playoff spots as we are in week 13 of the Arenalacrosseleague. Just 14 weeks to the regular season. Top 6 make it. Bottom 2 are out. Off the draw. Zulian flips it. Bradenberg runs it down, and the Snipers now with possession here to open the fourth. Snipers need a win. The Express already in the postseason. On the roll, Whitlow. He'll regroup, get that, fly it back out to Thunder Hill. Hill, 8 on the shot clock. Tried to go through a crowd again. Almost beat Richards. Good reflexes there. Ball loose. And it's picked up by the Express, and out it's Matthews. Colin Matthews has been all over the carpet here in this game. Ward. Trying to turn the corner, looking to go back the other way. Searle. Killian battles with him, and it's scooped up Matthews. 8 on the shot clock. Kick across Sutherland. Sutherland tried to go. It was a changeup. Dusty Hill made the adjustment. Poirier had it. Killian will back him up. King. Wait for the rest of the offense. Chayton King gets a step. Flip back. Whitcomb underhand. Stopped. Rebound. Thunderhill. Fresh 20. Hill. Work two-man game with Pilon. King. Good ball movement by the Snipers. Again through a crowd. Coffey made the save that time. No over and back, but a rush to McDonald. Bradenberg does a good job to get back in time. Trailing late, and a good job to hang on to that one was Ingram. Ingram works it to Keene. Swing across Whiteford. Working it to Ferreira. Back to Sutherland. Sutherland looking for the flip. Gets bounced out hard. Good defense by the Snipers now, and it's Goddard. Goddard will take a whack on the way by for his troubles and pull up, set up shop, direct some traffic now, and wait for the rest of the offense. Thunderhill, 15 on the shot clock. Skip. Whitlow. Whitlow ducks back in. Whitlow looking for an opening. Whitlow wrapped up tight. Kick across. Give a go. That shot by Chayton King right on. Chance here. Richards airs it out. Trying to hit Ferreira. That stick taken away by Fear. Doing a good job battling now against the boards. King there to help out. Zulian hanging around the outskirts. Snipers pick it up. Gets rolled to Zulian. He'll move it up to Jacobs. Snipers doing a good job on the loose balls. Goddard. They'll start it with Thunderhill. Move it along to Pilon. Pilon. Good head of steam. Kicks it out. Down low, Avery. Started by Parker. And a great save again, Richards. Estrat. One quick stride. They'll move it up. Bang to Ward. Ward picks the corner. Curtis Ward didn't take something off of that one. Finished strong. It's an 11-10 game. Third of the game for Ward, and he's done it in a very quiet manner. But it's a one-goal game now, and that's what you see with the defending champs. You never see they don't panic. It's never time to push the big red button. They always play hard and pick their spots. Trailed by as many as 4. And they are in this game now. They have whittled the lead down to 1. Under 11.5 to go here in the fourth. Hill fakes the shovel and then gives it right back. He might have faked Zulian right out as Zulian was expecting the first. Whitlow. Whitlow, good save by Richards. That ball rolls right back to Pilon. Played that perfectly. Kick over to Whitlow. Maxwell, one-on-one. On the run, Maxwell slides it across. Not sure what that was. Fake pass shot. That one right on. Good save by Richards. It's headed. Whitlow, up, down, far corner. West, Whitlow. Stepping up again, and a big goal at the right time. That's his first of the game, 21st of the season, 12-10. Boy, you talk about a gratuitous bounce right there in the dotted half circle, and Whitlow lurking. Scooped that up. He got Velcro in that stick and scooped that up and Couple fakes later was in the back of the net. Off the draw. Jacobs controls. Plenty of time. 10.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Hill. Cross to Goddard. Goddard gets a running start. Flip back. Chayton King, quick shot right on. Richards has been solid. Hall's going to have to work here. Only has a couple of seconds. Going to leg it and doesn't get it. As you can see, remember, just 8 seconds to get it over the timeline here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Just like the 30-20 shot clock. As Maxwell. Whitcomb will slide it across. Maxwell worketh Underhill in tight. Pilon! Up, downstairs. Heelan Pilon. Back-to-back goals for the Snipers, 13-10. That's Pilon's third of this outing, and Snipers have done a good job of spreading the wealth around, as has Brampton. You got contributions from Thunderhill, Sherry Stotts, Pilon, Chayton King. Throw Wes Whitlow in there, Stone Jacobs, Jordan Goddard, and on the other side for Brampton, Whiteford, Ward, Pereira, Keene, Sutherland, and Searle have all added to the mix here, and it's a 13-10 game, 9.5 to play in the fourth. Matthews. He'll air it out. Sutherland flows in, gets it to Estrat. Estrat across. Ward took something off. Hill, though. Good save there, and a good no-look outlet pass will send away Vradenburg. Goddard now. This is where the legs start to get a little wobbly. In tight. Maxwell! Point blank stop by Richards. So if the Express come back from this one, you give some credit to Zach Richards, because that could have been a game saver right there. Ward. He'll pull it out, wait for the rest of the offense. Taking him a while. 10 on the shot clock, Whiteford. Wittich on him. 1-on-1. Kick out Sutherland from way out. That goes right in the six. Jerry Stotts. Stotts will go it alone. Stotts scores! Second time in this game, Jeremy Stotts finds the back of the net. Jerry Stotts has done it not once but twice. Had a big goal to extend the lead now to 14-10. Off the draw, possession will belong to the Snipers. We're under 8.5 to go here. So still a long way to go. The defending champs are just that for a reason. And if you don't play a full 60 minutes against them, there's no chance of beating them. Maxwell backhand try. Rebound loose. Matthews, shuck and jive. Almost got away, but it bounced loose. Picked up Estrat. 2-on-1 now. Estrat, no look, quick stick. Nothing doing there as Clark tried to get it in that back of that net in a hurry, and now pinned up on the board. Sniper's going to have to hurry right here as it gets kept in the end now, and good work by Clark. Clark goes to the corner. So everyone getting in on the act now as Daniel Clark, with some great work defensively along the boards, pays off as he keeps it in the offensive end and finds the mark for the first time. 14-11 Snipers. Once again, it gets shot loose, and this time it's controlled by Poirier. He'll get it up. Chance in transition. Jacobs shot right on. And they're looking it back in, but it was kicked back in now, and Jonah Beam's going to put his head down and get it over the timeline. Beam works it across. Cristello will get it to Sutherland out late. Sutherland off the post. So a whole lot from Zach Sutherland. I found a whole lot of iron on a good shot. Just wasn't able to bury that one, and now Express will move it back up into the offensive end. Sutherland, kick across. Going to be a delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. Flip back, quick shot, Searle. That'll go up and out of play, so it'll be a holding call, and it will go to the Snipers. It'll go to Stone Jacobs, and that will allow us to take our final officials timeout. All set to go as Jacobs in the penalty box. It'll be the 5th power play opportunity for the Express. They are 3 for 4 with the man advantage. Searle on the interchange, trying to connect with Ingram. Good job back there as Bradenberg, great work. Digs it out and legs it out. Bradenberg doing a lot of the dirty stuff you got to do to try to pick up a W. And Estrat working him over, but Bradenberg's going to try to burn some clock. 1.5 minutes to kill. Ten on the shot clock. He's just going to hold. Brampton's going to wait for them to give up possession. And he'll let it go, and Brampton now will pick it up. They'll move it up over the timeline. So 1:13 in the power play, just under 6 minutes to go here in this game. Searle will work it over. Ward and Whiteford on that left side. Sutherland and Ingram on the left. They've been out there each and every power play. No look across. Can't connect. Whiteford plays the carom. 8 on the shot clock. Sutherland has room. That one off Zulian. Rebound picked up one-handed, but Dusty Hill blocked that goal line and saved one there, covering the 4x4. Over the timeline now with 35 seconds to kill here. And that one read by Halls. He'll bounce off one. Get it ahead. Whiteford! Whiteford denied! Big save, Dusty Hill. Point blank. Quick pass ahead and a tough one as it gets shoveled, Stotts, and luckily Pelon straddled that line. Whitlow, couple swim moves, and stopping on a dime. Final 8 seconds now, the Snipers penalty. This would be a big kill here. Penalty over and they kill it. 3 on the shot clock. Jacobs got to let it go. He does. And that goes off of Richards and will stay here for another 20 seconds belonging to the Orange. Whitlow. Under 4.5 to go. Maxwell. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal if you're the Snipers. Thunderhill. Kick out Whitlow. 6 on the shot clock. Ducks it in. Not sure Whitlow was looking for Goddard, but now Halls. You can bet Brampton will keep their foot on the gas pedal. Halls. Good work by Zulian to help. Ward, one-on-one. Jacobs on the left side. Whole lot going on in the middle of that dotted half circle. Tough screen. Sutherland can't hang on to it. Bradenberg all over him. Hard screen. 6 on the shot clock. Sutherland in tight. Behind the net dunk. And it's a goal. So what a play by Tyler Halls. Sorry, Penn Estrat is the man on that play. And man down here, I can't see a number, but Estrat's going to get credit for the goal. That's going to close the gap to 14-11. And we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. So injured player was Lucas Ferreira, and he is being treated heading to the change room, but looks like he is walking on his own power, so that's a good thing. Back to it here, 14-12 the score. 2-goal lead for the Snipers off the draw. Jacobs knocks it ahead, scoops it up. Good work, Stone Jacobs. 3.5 minutes to play here, fourth quarter. Whitlow couldn't hang on to it now, and it's Matthews. Matthews weaving through two. Matthews puts on the brakes, waiting for help. Reverse, kick back out. Ward bounced out by Killian. Swing across Sutherland. He'll swing it right back. Matthews. Searle boxing up in the middle. That bouncer almost slid through the wickets, but Dusty Hill there to make the save. Wes Whitlow playing with one shoe. And now Stotts. So that was an 8-second count. I'm not even sure when they started counting that, but there's no dispute from anyone. Whiteford, give and go at Ward. Couldn't connect. Ward on the rebound, kicks it back out. He'll get it back on the restart. Ward stops, bullet, top corner. 1-goal game, 14-13. Curtis Ward with his 4th of the game, and did he let that one rip? Short side on Dusty Hill with 2:38 to play here. So I tell you, this is sure shaping up to be one heck of a finish. It has been an outstanding lacrosse game as both these two teams not willing to give in. Snipers fighting for a spot in the playoffs. The Express trying to keep their train rolling on the tracks. Off the draw, scooped up. Joey Zabo had it knocked away. It's flicked back, and that's an over and back call as it touched two guys, so that is the right call. Two players on the same team, that will constitute a possession in the neutral zone, and Goddard now lets it go. Good save, Richards. Snatches the rebound, outlet. Killian, good job to disrupt Clark. Clark plays the body, but Whitcomb there on the backup. Ball still loose. Killian loses his stick. Killian bumped off. Battle on the boards into the final 2 minutes here. Joey Zabo, great work, gets it out to Halls. Halls over the timeline. Paulus on him. Halls puts on the brakes. Gets some relief. Sutherland dumps it off. Ingram will get it to Estrat. Estrat will make the long run out. They'll reset it up top. Ward try to change it up, go down. That was read by Dusty. Flip Paulus to Stotts. 1.5 minutes. And Thunderhill settle it down. Matthews on him. Chayton King. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Hill's quick shot will ricochet up and stay in play. Great job by Goddard to track it down with 8 on the shot clock. Goddard. And they're going to call the Snipers for too many on the floor with 1:08 to play. And so too many, and I think that's a penalty shot. So it's going to be Curtis Ward with 1:08 to play in a 1-goal game with a penalty shot. Ward, Dusty Hill. And Ward buries it. Wow, that's a tough call at this juncture of the game, but 6 on the floor is 6 on the floor, and I didn't hear a lot of protests from the Snipers, but It's tied 14-14 with 1:08 to play here. Well, if you decided to join us on this Friday night, you certainly aren't disappointed. Big draw here. Halls laying all over it. Fear battling. Halls trying to shoot it out. It's still under him. Snipers trying to get on it. Vredenberg scooped up. Mitch Zulian gets possession. 45 seconds to go. Zulian. Great fake to duck in. He'll keep it and then send it back out. See if the Snipers call timeout or they'll play through this. Thunderhill ducks in. Give and go. Couldn't connect. Pilon loose. Got it. Lost it. Chance now Estrat. Estrat will pick it up. 20 seconds to go. 21 seconds. And Brampton will call timeout. And the Express will own what could be the final possession of this game. We'll take a quick break and bring it back to you. So the stage is set here with 21.6 seconds on the clock. Tie game. Brampton net empty. They're going to hold it for the final possession. Estrat will play safety and the top. All the gunners are ablaze in here for Brampton. 15. 10. Going to work. Ward. He's been their man. Ward chased out. Estrat can't get it clean. 2, 1. Way out, and we are headed to overtime. Tied at 14 after 60. Sudden death looming when we come back. Well, are you ready to throw down is the question as we head to sudden death overtime. It'll be a full 15 minutes on the clock, but clearly next goal wins. Like I said before, the Snipers sitting at 4-7, coming off an overtime loss to the Oshawa Outlaws last week. The Brampton Express 9-2, winners of 3 straight. 16-11 winners over Peterborough. Their power play has done the job, but the Snipers have played very inspired lacrosse. Draw here, another big one. Halls and Fear. And Fear thought he had it. Scooped out, scooped up. Possession belongs to the Snipers. Stotts will bring it and move it up Thunderhill. They'll settle it now with Hill on that left side. First possession overtime for the Snipers. Hill had a notion. Kick across. Whitlow lets it go right on Richards. That ball slides loose. Picked up, tried to tuck it in. Great job there by Thunderhill as he dove and extended to keep it from going over the line. Ball loose, kicked ahead. Jacobs now and Clark. Jacobs, calm, cool, collected, scoops that up. Snipers now with another chance here. Goddard. Jacobs turns the corner, kicks it over. Thunderhill. His bounce on the ounce into the screen. Possession to the Express now. They'll get a chance. Adamson make a quick pass, and Sutherland now. Tied at 14 in overtime. That's too much on that interference. Scooped up. Here comes Vredenberg. Vredenberg scores! The Snipers win it in overtime. 15-14 the final. They keep their playoff hopes alive. They will go to 5-7. The Express will fall to 9-3. Game 1 of Week 13 in the books, and it was a beauty. Tune in for more from Children's Arena tomorrow. The track in full effect. On behalf of my cameraman and lacrosse extraordinaire Steven Stamp, the Arena Lacrosse League, I'm Lance Wynn. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.